Hey, it's John Michael. Nice to see you again. Last week, we talked a bit about the role and responsibilities of a state representative, and now I want to tell you more about myself and why I'm ready for the job. And it starts right here in our district. I was born and raised in Madison, the second child of Michael and Clara Parker. My siblings, Caitlin and Luke, and I attended Madison public schools and experienced all of the privileges of growing up in this town. Dedicated, caring, talented teachers, well-resourced and deeply supported after-school and enrichment programs, from the arts to sports to community service, and a community that deeply cared about its young people and its schools and the opportunities that it offered them. In high school, my family grew by one. ABC, which stands for A Better Chance, is a program that brings students of color into towns where they can have higher quality high school experiences. And my folks decided to become ABC host family, and that's how we met my brother Sam. Madison prepared my siblings and I well. I had the chance to go to Yale, where I studied neurobiology. And after that, I moved to New York and worked as a teacher and helped build an education nonprofit serving students across the country. And back in 2018, after working in New York for nearly a decade, I decided to move back to Madison to build my family and my life in the community that raised me. My second chapter in Madison has been filled with great joy. In March of this year, in a tiny ceremony behind Madison's Town Hall on the bank of the Madison River, I married the love of my life, Joyce Gendler, who works as an expressive arts therapist serving adults with mental illness in New Haven. We bought our first home together right here in Madison, just minutes away from where I grew up. But less than a year before, I experienced the greatest challenge and deepest sorrow of my life when we suddenly lost my father in May of 2019. My dad, Dr. Michael F. Parker, was a caring, generous, compassionate man, and one of my greatest champions. I miss him every day, as do his former patients and everyone who experienced his generosity and his big, warm heart. But it brings me joy to build a life that I think he'd be proud of and to give back to this community that I know he loved. My story in Madison spans more than 3 decades and is marked by people and institutions that believed in me and gave me every opportunity to succeed. And that's why I'm so excited for the chance to give back to that community and to build on everything I've learned and experienced. So, check back next week and I'll tell you more about my work as an educator and a nonprofit leader and how those experiences would inform my work as a legislator. Thanks. I'm John Michael Parker, and I approve this message.